Hello, fifth graders. Welcome to Force and Motion Lesson 6. This is the last lesson in our Force and Motion unit. It's a fun one. Today's lesson is about simple machines. Our learning focus is I can explain what a simple machine is and give several examples. In your student activity packet, we are on slide number 19 through the end of the packet. This may sound like a lot of pages, but it's really a fun activity that I'm going to show you how to complete today. This last lesson has a couple of vocabulary words. Our vocabulary words are simple machine. A simple machine is an object made up of very few parts that helps people use force with less effort. A compound machine, which is an object made of two or more simple machines, and the term mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is the work that an object gains when work is placed on it. So it's how much work that it is using in that machine. Please pause here to complete the vocabulary on your student activity packet, page 19. So far in this unit, we have learned that every object has some type of energy, potential or kinetic. Potential energy is energy that is stored up in an object, ready to be released and used. Kinetic energy is energy in motion. It's things that are currently moving. We also know that gravity and friction play a part of potential and kinetic energy. Energy is constantly changing back and forth between potential and kinetic energy. In this week's lesson, we are going to do some pages on simple machines. In your Google Classroom, you have a link to a simple machine slideshow. In your slideshow, you want to make sure not to scroll down this way, but to click the Present button. When you click the Present button, you will follow along the slideshow by clicking the places that it says click here to complete the pages in your student activity book. I'll do one with you to show you. It says click here to get started. What is a simple machine? A simple machine. We use simple machines to make the work easier. A simple machine is an object made up of very few parts to help people create force with less effort. And here's an example. This wheelbarrow is made up of a few simple machines. Well, that would make it a compound machine, wouldn't it? How does the wheelbarrow make carrying dirt easier? Well, instead of using our hands or even putting it in a box and picking it up, we have a wheel. And it also is on a tilt, so we can lift it up and push it, which makes it easier. Force requires work. In order to make simple machines work, someone or something has to apply a force to it, a push or a pull. This doorknob is made from a simple machine. It will only work when someone turns it. The energy is used to make it turn is called mechanical energy. And notice that this is underlined, so if you click it, it's going to give you the next words. This says, a closer look at simple machines. And then it says, click on each simple machine below to learn how it works and how it helps us create force with less effort. These are all of the simple machines. You'll need to click into each one of them to answer the student activity packet. On each page, you also have an arrow up at the top that says you can return to this page. So if you go all the way through lever and then you're ready to go to wedge, you click on the arrow at the top. Once you have done all 6 simple machines, you'll click this one that says ready to test yourself, play I Spy. And it says click here to learn how simple machines work together. So all of these places are links. I'll go ahead and start with pulley and show you how these work and where you're going to type in your answers. So if we click on the word pulley, it gives us a definition. Here is a pulley. A pulley is a simple machine that changes the direction of a force. The machine uses a grooved wheel and a rope to make lifting objects easier. To use this simple machine, a heavy object is attached to one end of the rope. The rope is passed over the wheel. To lift the object, a pulling force is applied to the open side of the rope. A pulley changes the pulling direction into a lifting force by pulling the open-ended part of the rope. The object that is being lifted in the opposite direction is trying to pull it. And here's a little example. A pulley is lifting and this person is pulling. It says the force of gravity pulls the weight of the box to the ground. The pulling force that the girl is putting on the rope allows her to lift the box. And then it says click here to see pulleys in action. So we'll click it, and here's some examples of pulleys. A pulley is used to lift this flag. A crane has a large pulley. These blinds go up and down with a pulley. And it says click here to watch a video. So here's even a video you can watch to know more about pulleys. And then when you're done here, it says you're going to click this and it will take you back. And if you click this, it will take you back again. So that's how you get to the different places. Now, in your student activity packet, you'll notice that the first thing is a pulley. And it says a pulley is. So you'll type in here, what is a pulley? And it says you need two things to make a pulley work, blank and blank. Pulleys help to blank. To use a pulley, here are things in a world that require a pulley, and then over here we'll label the parts. Each of the simple machines has a slide to complete as you watch and you read about all the simple machines. On the last page, page 26, there's our very last learning target check-in. Move the big red X to where it belongs for your understanding. And that's it for this week's lesson of force and motion. We will go over these lessons together on Tuesday and Thursday during our live classes. Great job, fifth graders.